In sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football. Because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on 1st down. Sylvester, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Situation. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Sylvester trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense. That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 26. Check 26.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They're not ready for it.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check out.
2nd down, it's Henderson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Sylvester, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll try the left side. Sylvester. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 50. I got one.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch twist. One.
On first down, Sylvester. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get the field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ed Oliver drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run on first down. Sylvester, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12. First down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sylvester. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. On 2nd down, Sylvester. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Where are they, team? Check. Watch 54. One. I got you. Hey, watch that.
On play action, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch it. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Deuce. He's coming. Hurry.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Where'd he go?
Now Henderson working for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st down, Sylvester, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gunn, and an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray, wide open receiver, complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Slam, slam, slam. Alert flat, squeeze.
To the right side, this is Henderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready, ready. 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray out to his left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Murray. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That a 92-yard kick return as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Murray to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Kill, 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 kill.
Again, it's Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Check. Switch. He's crashing. He's going. Max box.
First throw of overtime for Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the gun, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Staying on his feet. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. On 1st down, Sylvester. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sylvester. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Seahawks, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.